In no particular order, we've compiled a reading list of books written by Southeast Asian authors. This list includes a mix of new releases and some older titles that have become classics of their genre. My name is Angeline, and this is the Daily Watch. The Sympathizer by Viet Thanh Nguyen from Vietnam. The Sympathizer is a 2015 debut novel by Vietnamese-American professor Viet Thanh Nguyen. It is a best-selling novel and recipient of the 2016 Pulitzer Prize for Fiction. Its reviews have generally recognized its excellence, and it was named a New York Times Editor's Choice. This fierce novel starts with the American evacuation of Saigon at the end of the Vietnam War. The main character is a captain to a general in the South Vietnamese Army. His position earns him a place on one of the boats to the U.S. What his peers do not know is that he is also a spy for the Viet Cong. Combining all the elements needed for a good action book, this gripping story doubles up as both a spy novel and a love story. First, They Killed My Father by Long Ung from Cambodia. This is a 2000 non-fiction book written by Long Ung, a Cambodian author and childhood survivor of Democratic Kampuchea. It was later adapted into a movie that was produced and directed by Angelina Jolie and was released in 2017. The book is Long Ung's personal account of her experiences during the Khmer Rouge regime. Ung was forced to leave the Cambodian capital Phnom Penh to become a child soldier at just 5 years old when Pol Pot's Khmer Rouge army captured the city. It's a story of survival that will grip you and not let go, even after you've turned the final page. Crazy Rich Asians by Kevin Kwan from Singapore. The novel follows Rachel Chu, an American-born Chinese girl who travels with her boyfriend to his home country of Singapore, where she learns that he just so happens to be the heir to one of Asia's most enormous fortunes. The novel follows the stories of 3 Chinese families and allows the reader to take a peek into the lives of the opulent Asian jet set. You have probably heard of Crazy Rich Asians due to the recent film adaptation of the novel. This book falls into the romantic comedy genre and is loosely based on Kwan's own experience of growing up in Singapore. Smaller and Smaller Circles by F.H. Batacan from the Philippines. First published in 2002 and released as a film in 2017, this engrossing, fast-paced tale is considered by many as the first Filipino crime novel. It's set in Payatas, a vast 50-acre dump northeast of the capital Manila, where communities scavenge to survive and there's little police protection. When disemboweled bodies of young boys begin to appear among the rubbish, 2 Catholic priests take up the cause to attempt to bring justice to this corrupt and poor neighborhood. The cleverly written book won the Carlos Palanca Grand Prize for the English novel in 1999. It also won the National Book Award in 2002 and the Madrigal Gonzalez Award in 2003. The Woman Who Had Two Navels by Nick Joaquin from the Philippines. The Woman Who Had Two Navels is a 1961 novella by Nick Joaquin, a national artist for literature and leading English language writer from the Philippines. It is considered a classic in Philippine literature. It was the recipient of the first Harry Stonehill Award. It tells the story of a Filipino elite woman who is hallucinating and is preoccupied with the notion that she has 2 navels or belly buttons in order to be treated as an extraordinary person. Catfish and Mandala by Andrew Pham from Vietnam. Andrew Pham sold his life possessions and embarked on the journey of a lifetime, a solo year-long bike trip around the Pacific Rim, around the US, through Japan, and ending in his native Vietnam. After settling in California at the age of 10, he was a foreigner, but as a hybrid, he faces racial discrimination in Vietnam too, where he is instantly labeled an outsider by the immigration officer who calls him Viet Kieu, meaning foreign Vietnamese. His soul-searching return powers him through his family history, seen through his childhood eyes, from the fall of Saigon to his father's imprisonment by the Viet Cong. Man Tiger by Eka Kurniawan from Indonesia. Eka Kurniawan has often been compared to Gabriel Garcia Marquez and hailed as one of the leading lights of contemporary Indonesian fiction. Man Tiger is the winner of the Financial Times Emerging Voices Fiction Award 2016 and longlisted for the Man Booker International Prize 2016. It tells the story of 2 interlinked and tormented families and of Marjo, a young man ordinary in all particulars except that he conceals within himself a supernatural female white tiger. The Gift of Rain by Tan Tuan Eng from Malaysia. Set during the tumult of World War II on the lush Malayan island of Penang, The Gift of Rain tells a riveting and poignant tale about a young man caught in the tangle of wartime loyalties and deceits. Tan Tuan Eng's debut novel, published in 2007, was longlisted for the Man Booker Prize in the same year. This book presents a story of betrayal, barbaric cruelty, steadfast courage, and enduring love. What do you guys think about this list? If you missed any books that you think should be highlighted, let us know in the comments section below. That's it for today. If you liked today's video or learned anything new, press the like button. Subscribe and ring the bell to get the latest content from the Daily Watch. See you next time!